Oh, hi.
Watch out!
Deploying tech overload. Take cover.
Taking quite a lot of damage here. There's a legion here. Why are these guys named after the Roman Empire? Are they like the Legion in Fallout New Vegas? You know, since Fallout New Vegas is apparently where they got all their voice actors. Did it. That was relatively stable and safe. I appreciated that. But not the lack of ammo. Didn't appreciate that.
Berserkers are going down, but the outsider commandos are still incoming. Repeat, still incoming.
Get down. I can.
Man, I missed everything there.
Overloading the system.
Taking quite a lot of damage. Wow. That's what you get.
Nothing.
And shotgun.
Stop me.
Oh, they're dead. Yeah, I need to start using the heavy gun.
I need everyone out of the labs to fight this. Every floor, every outpost, move!
They're all gonna die. I need to start using the heavy gun a little bit more for the really difficult enemies. Because otherwise, I'll have a lot of trouble is what I'll have. Hopefully they won't shoot me from up there. Or at all. I mean, since I'm hoping. Couple of scrubs here. Shooting through walls. I hit him. Oh, what the jerk. Ah, there we go. Beautiful. It's terrible though. This idea.
Destroy you.
That's for me. Yep.
Got you.
Okay. No, don't do the vault. Just get the ammo. The problem with the heavy ammo or using it is that it's very special, and you only get it every once in a while. Like that. A little bit of money here.
Concentrate fire on my position! Concentrate on...
Yeah, they concentrate fire in your position. What do you think that does? Kills you. That's what it does. That's what it means to do the thing that you asked. Mm-hmm. So, down the elevator we go, I suppose. Or up. It's never down. It's always up. For us. Well, somebody's up to no good. Nobody's flanking us, so we're good. Hey, whose head is that? Wait for us, Jack. Okay, let's go this way. This is for us to flank them instead. It was a headshot. I just kept shooting after the fact because that guy was almost dead. There's another Legionnaire. Oh, there's a lot of Legionnaires. This might potentially be not the best thing. A lot of squishy brains there. Oh, man. I would like to point out that me saying that guns are dangerous isn't just me being flippant, by the way. When they say, oh, Krogans are dangerous because look at how strong they are and how resilient they are. Yeah, it isn't just me being flippant because it's a pattern, for one. But also, because Krogans are, in this setting, they're not afforded the benefit that other races are afforded of being powerful. So basically, they're powerful, and honestly, the Krogan are just as powerful as any other race. Yeah, they were winning one war or another, and were doing shenanigans and whatever. But you know, if we're really being honest, they're just as powerful as the other ones. It's totally fine. And the individual Krogans are as powerful as any other individual member of another race. But the way they're painted vilifies the way they're painted, the way they're written, or other characters talk about Krogans. It vilifies Krogans, or vilifies their power specifically. And I think I know why it does that. Or rather, how it does that, I think might be the better thing to focus on. It vilifies their power because it focuses on their biology as a source of their power, which sure enough, I suppose, is the fact. Just that was really dangerous. It's a good thing I saw that being dangerous pretty soon because I got stun locked up there. But the Krogan biology being the source of their power is the reason, or is consistently enough painted as... Whew, that dodge at the end. Consistently enough painted as the reason for them to be dangerous. And that's seen in the genophage, because obviously, you know, them having babies is part of biology. You know, babies and all that. Let me get the sniper rifle out if I have ammo. I do. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's another one. I am... Mm-hmm. And then here in that particular scene, it was the Krogan being strong, being dangerous, apparently. And I don't know. I think it's all right that the setting has that sort of bias, that sort of hatred towards power come from biology. But it also, I think the problem is that it what's the word? There's an interchange with the analogy for racism. And I say analogy for racism, I mean the analogy for real life racism. Because it is obviously, you know, bias against Krogan is racism in this setting. But my point is, it intersects with the analogy for real life racism in a way that makes it more than just, oh, the Krogans are vilified for being powerful due to their biology. And the reason for that is because of the way racialized people and victims of racism in general, in real life, are often associated with their biology, and not just with their biology, but rather they're seen as less than human sometimes, and they're associated with animals. And especially when you think of anti-black racism. It's very common. I'm not saying that the Krogans are an analogy for anti-black racism. I don't think that's a reasonable understanding of the way they're written. And also BioWare shows in this game and in the previous game they show that they don't understand enough to write that sort of analogy, honestly. But that's beside the point. The point is, it's just sort of, and I think actually it's not beside the point. That just further reinforces my point here, is that they don't know what they're doing. They should not. First off, they really should have thought of the Krogan in a different way, in a way that actually made them more powerful and more dangerous. And that applies both to the way they reproduce, or to the rate of reproduction, which is, again, intersects very vividly and upsettingly with real-life racism. The focus on reproducibility, or I say rate of birth and stuff like that. But that applies to the genophage, but it also applies to the brute strength of Krogans, and it just feels tactless. But honestly, it just feels like they didn't think things through. It comes across as if you're powerful, but not because of your biology, then your power is warranted. But if it is because of your biology, then your power is not. And again, as I say, this intersects with real life, with the analogy for real life stuff.
Shepard, don't shoot. You know me.
Rana. Are you the one from the beginning of the game? Do I know you? I don't know. Are you working for Cerberus? Because that's how I would know you, potentially. We have a secure terminal. Let me just save and hack and get money out of it. That's really awkward. That is just money. There's a dead Krogan over here. Potentially a dead Krogan over there, honestly. But let's have a chat with her.
I shut down the security cams as soon as I saw it was you. Never thought I'd say it, but I'm glad it's you shooting up the place. Sorry, Ranathanoptis. You let me go when you destroyed Saren's lab on Vermeer. Had to outrun a nuke in a utility pod, but it's still a second chance.
Oh, in the first game. Yeah, that place was, yeah. So, Shepard mentioned before that she destroyed Saren's cure for the genophage in the first game, and it's true. I don't remember exactly the details. I remember having a lot of issues with that particular planet and the way things are portrayed in there, especially the lack of understanding of how war crimes, just lack of understanding of how war crimes, and I think there is one throwaway line, one particular throwaway line that mentions that Saren's cure is tainted somehow, and it makes the Krogan born that are cured, you know, basically the genophage means that Krogan are infertile to a 0.01% chance of birth, or something to that extent, and the cure basically made all the new Krogan babies be like sick or something, and they grew up to be bad or whatever. I don't know. I think there's one throwaway line that sort of double justifies the. I say double justifies, but I mean actually justifies the destruction of Saren's quote cure unquote. Because I don't think I wanted. I think at first I didn't want to destroy the cure. I think and that's reinforced as well by some lines actually allowing me to say, or there's one line or something that allows me to say, we shouldn't destroy it. And then we just move past that, and everybody just is on the side of the space Nazis, which is the species of the mad scientists that we have. I don't remember their name. I mentioned that they were portrayed as space Nazis, mostly because of one. I say that, but it's mostly because not only does it fit, but also because they won a war against the Krogans using genocide. But you know, that's the same thing. But the thing is, or that's not necessarily the same thing all the time. I mean, but the game uses specifically the Krogan solution uses these words. I think it's these words. I don't remember if it's these words, but I know it's about it's a direct reference to the final solution, which is I don't know if it's a book or if it's a letter or whatever, but it's just an anti-Semitic sort of propaganda piece or something to that extent that spread throughout the Third Reich, and trying to use the correct terms here. I was going to say Wehrmacht, but that's not what it is. But throughout the Third Reich, and just made, obviously led to the genocide of the Jewish people, and as well as the Roma people and LGBTQ people and disabled people. A bunch of people died in the Holocaust, but specifically the final solution is in regards to the Jewish people. And they made a direct allusion to that in the first game, which I thought was surprising, honestly, because you didn't need to do that. But now they're the space Nazis, and that's that. But we just moved right along, and we're fighting for them now, and it's weird. I thought it was weird that they did it like that. I honestly felt unintentional that they did it like that. I do remember something to the extent of releasing or letting some scientists go. And I think it was in relation to, maybe we're going to be able to continue the research elsewhere and stuff like that. So let's go with something in that line.
I assume you have a good reason for being at this lab?
Don't worry, I'm not wasting the chance you gave me. My work here, strictly beneficial. Not for the mercs. Jador's on a standard power trip. But Okeer is trying to do something good, even if his methods are a little extreme. Everyone deserves a second chance, right? And sometimes giving one pays off. I take care of my debts.
The space Nazis were trying to do something good, even though their methods were a little bit extreme. That sort of justification never works. Just pin that somewhere in your everywhere. It never works. Even if your methods are extreme, your methods are your freaking objective, as well as your final objective. If you take a step forward, even though your objective is like 100 specs down the line, you're not taking the steps forward in the first place just by mistake and just, can't be helped. No, it's freaking choices every step along the way.
What is Okeer trying to do here?
It's complicated. Jador wants a private army, but Okeer mostly ignores her. He's running the project for his own reasons. I created a mental imprint routine to educate his tank bred. Most don't get through it. He dumps them for some reason. He wants to help his people, but he's not looking for a genophage cure, and he's not going for numbers. That's all I know.
The mention there, he's not going for numbers. If you don't know what the genophage is. And actually, it's not even about the genophage. If you don't know about the bad justification for the genophage actually not being that bad in the first game, then he's not going for numbers. What the hell does that mean? Basically, they justify the genophage because, they have too many. It's that thing that I was talking about the biology. Oh no, the Krogan have too many numbers. They breed like rabbits, sort of thing. Let's kill them. Let's kill the civilians. Let's euthanize. Not euthanize. What's the word? What's the word? Castrate? Yeah, sort of. It's not castrate. That means it's weird. Sterilize. That's the one. Let's sterilize them. Yeah, right. And apparently that's the numbers situation. They're just not afforded the things that other species are afforded. Like humans, for example. They're afforded. We are, like humans have, I think in the first game they explained that humans actually have a shorter lifespan than most of the alien species. And for example, humans. So humans, there's a lot of humans. They live shorter, but yeah. Or the Vorcha as well. They don't focus on the. It's weird, isn't it? They don't focus on the Vorcha. Wow, that's weird. Huh. Either way, yeah.
Time to run again, Rana. You never know when I might blow up next.
Suppose I can't expect a warm goodbye after the last mess. Don't worry. I'm staying the hell away from whatever you do and wherever you go. Thanks anyway, Shepard.
You give too many favors.
Is this supposed to be considered a favor? No, I'm not gonna say that Miranda thinks that we should have killed her. Because I don't think that's what it is. But she didn't attack us. For all I know, what she did wasn't even... Whatever. I don't understand what the game thinks this was.
Here you are. I've watched your progress.
Oh, it's Okir. I'll talk to you in a little. There's a lab terminal. It's probably for money.
This looks interesting.
Krogan Vitality. Use the research computer. I will. It's good to have that before talking to... Oh, look at that. More dead people. Before talking to Okir, because you never know what's going to come behind that door, and I might not have the chance to do other things. Oh, there's another Krogan here.
It's about time. The batteries on these tanks will not wait while you play with these idiotic mercs.
You want to know who I am before you start making demands?
I know you, Shepard. Your own demands will come, I'm sure. You weren't dragged back from death because someone needed a diplomat. Surprised. All Krogan should know you. I'm sure Rana has already revisited your actions on Vermeer.
I'm sure you're eager to retell the story.
Such a tale. Saren, the Spectre traitor, threatens the return of the Krogan horde by curing the genophage, undoing the gentle genocide of the Turians and Solarians. But before Saren can deliver his endless troops, in rides Shepard, securing victory through nuclear fire. I like that part. It has weight.
I make no apologies. It was the most efficient solution.
But I approve. Saren's pale horde were not true Krogan. Numbers alone are nothing. The mistake of an outsider, one that these mercenaries have also made. I gave their leader my rejects for her army, but she grows impatient. It's time for you to take me out of here.
We're here about the collectors. We couldn't care less about your problems.
I see. Yes, collector attacks have increased. A human concern. My requests were focused elsewhere. I acquired the knowledge to create one pure soldier. With that, I will inflict upon the genophage the greatest insult an enemy can suffer. To be ignored.
Your search for the perfect soldier created a lot of failures. You don't care about them?
I failed no one. My rejects are exactly what Jador asked for. She simply lacks the ability to command. They are strong, healthy, and useless to me. I need perfection. If a few thousand are rejected, so be it. My work will purify the Krogan. We will not be restored. We will be renewed.
You're just as cruel and manipulative as those who released the genophage on your people.
Perhaps. But I will restore the Krogan, and my soldier will not provoke a nuclear response as a cure or horde would. My legacy is perfection, with each pure Krogan reaching higher by standing on our dead. They will exceed, but not forget.
What did you get from the collectors? I need whatever you know about them.
They are strange, so isolated, yet very available when your sacrifice is big enough. I gave them mini Krogan. I may have information for you, but the tech was consumed in my prototype, after I determined how to use it without killing the subjects. The deaths were unfortunate, but I only need one success to start the process.
So you don't want to cure the genophage?
Contrary to what survivors claim, the genophage does not produce strong Krogan. The only quality it filters is the ability to survive the genophage. For every 1,000 stillborn, too many weaklings live. Every survivor is branded as precious. That's produced more cuddling than your collective human teats.
Don't talk about my teats.
I say, let us carry the genophage. Let 1,000 die in a clutch. We will defeat it by climbing atop our dead. That is the Krogan way.
I'm getting you out of here. Cerberus has interrogators who can figure out if you're useful or not.
Any group that's spent enough to rebuild you won't care what it does to me. Perhaps we can strike a deal. One that secures my prototype. It is key.
Attention! I have traced the Krogan release. Okeer, of course. I'm calling blank slate on this project. Gas these commandos and start over from Okeer's data. Flush the tanks!
She's that weak-willed. She'll kill my legacy with a damn valve. Shepard, you want information on the collectors? Stop her. She'll try to access contaminants in the storage bay.
Sorry, Doctor. It appears your position is just weakened.
I understand, but you'll have nothing if she poisons us all. Jador will be with the rejected tanks. Kill her. I will stay and do what must be done.
Oh, I can't reply to that. Oh, crap. I think the reject is our companion. Or, that guy.